Good morning, everyone. This is Father Nate, missionary priest in Italy. Today is July 28th of 2025, and we're celebrating Monday of the 17th week in Ordinary Time. Today's Gospel comes to us from the Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 13, verses 31 through 35. Jesus proposed a parable to the crowds. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed that a person took and sowed in a field. It is the smallest of all the seeds, yet when fully grown, it is the largest of plants. It becomes a large bush, and the birds of the sky come and dwell in its branches. He spoke to them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like yeast that a woman took and mixed with 3 measures of wheat flour until the whole batch was leavened. All these things Jesus spoke to the crowds in parables. He spoke to them only in parables, to fulfill what had been said through the prophet. I will open my mouth in parables. I will announce what is laid hidden from the foundation of the world. Today's first reading and gospel show us the consequences of the little things in our lives. The idolatry that the Israelites fall into doesn't start off as idolatry. They tell Aaron, "Come, make us a god who will go before us. As for that man Moses who brought us out of the land of Egypt, we do not know what has happened to him." On the one hand, it seems like the Israelites are impatient since they want to get moving. They don't want to wait for Moses. On the other hand, there is certainly a forgetfulness of the good deeds that God has wrought through Moses. There's the desire simply to have something to believe in, even if it's something false. Now, impatience and a lack of gratitude aren't the most grievous of sins, but they can be a great way for much more serious ones. In today's gospel, though, we see that even though our faith might start off small, it can grow and produce great effects. A mustard seed and yeast don't seem like very much, but when looked after, cared for, and used properly, they have great consequences. Now this should encourage us to work to uproot the little things in our lives that keep us from following God. It should encourage us in the little things, the little ways that we serve Him, since these little things can actually become quite big. This was the experience of St. Ignatius of Loyola. If you go to the Loyola family castle, even today, visitors can see the room where Ignatius lay when he was sick. Now, it's a fairly plain room. It doesn't look like much. But there's an inscription that reads simply, "Aquí se entregó a Dios Iñigo de Loyola," meaning, here, Ignatius of Loyola surrendered himself to God. Here Ignatius surrendered himself to God, with all that implies, his attachments, his desires, his wants, all to be at the service of the only king worth serving. Now, it was something simple that brought him there, an injury. And the beginning sure didn't seem like much, but from that moment, in that room, we have a great saint whose religious family has given us even more saints. So today, through the intercession of Our Lady, let's ask for the grace to surrender our lives to God and to be faithful in the little things so as to be faithful in the big ones too.
If you found this video fruitful, please feel free to share it with a friend or family member. Or if you would like to learn more about our missionary priests throughout the world and how to support them, please visit iveamerica.org. Thank you for watching, and God bless.